Well, hello and welcome to another Founders Friday event where today I'm live streaming from The Word, which is a library in South Shields. If you've not been here before, it's not only an amazing library, amazing facility, but it's also the National Centre for the Written Word. So as well as being an incredible library, it's got exhibition space, it's got a really great cafe, and it's also now very recently got business and IP centre, so for the Northeast. So originally the business and IP centre was just in the British Library in London, and then good few years back, I think in 2011, they decided that they were going to have business and IP centres across the UK in different hubs. So Newcastle was the Northeast hub, but they've decided that they're going to spread the resources more widely across the whole of the Northeast, which is really good news because not everybody can get into Newcastle, and nor should they. Anybody should be able to benefit from the services available. So basically what they do have is they have some experts in residence. So there might be some familiar faces there. Show you there. So you can book one-to-one sessions with these different experts in residence. They have a range of free events that they're planning to run in the Word, and not only that, but one of the great things is there is a little area, a little room that you can have your meetings in. They have access to some great market intelligence software and platforms and databases. So just read them out here if you want to do any market research or on your business for your startup or your existing business. These on their own would normally cost a lot of money if you had to pay for it yourself, but the Business and IP Centre gives you access to databases including Cobra, Grant Finder, and Mintel, so you can access company stats, you can delve into latest market trends and consumer behaviours, and find out about latest funding opportunities, and also check out your competition. So I encourage you to find out more about that. If you go to bipcnortheast.co.uk, you can find out all about that. And there are now local BIPC centres in all across the Northeast. Like I say, they've got them now in Berwick Library, Hexham Library, Morpeth Library, North Shields Library, the Word in South Tyneside, South Shields, Newcastle City Library, the Elephant Tea Rooms in Sunderland. I didn't realise that. That's an interesting one. And Bladen Library in Gateshead as well. So encourage you all to check that out. That's really good news, I think. And the main reason I'm here is because I've recently moved to South Tyneside. So just under 2 weeks ago, I moved from living in Newcastle City Centre. I moved up to East Baldwin in South Tyneside. Hello. The Word is a great building. It's a fantastic facility, and I don't think enough people know about it. So if you haven't been, it's well worth a visit. It's right next to the ferry terminal as well. So the ferry terminal, South Shields Ferry Terminal, and Customs House are literally right next door to the Word. So you could have a little trip where you could go come to the Word for a bit, have a look around, use the facilities, go to the cafe, use the library, obviously, see the exhibition space, get the ferry across to North Shields, have a little walk along the Fish Quay, get some fish and chips, go to the beach. If your legs are up to it, you can go up to Tynemouth as well, and South Shields as well. There's a lot to see around here. Customs House, and there's actually a local market on it at the moment on Fridays. I think it's 9 till 3, and that's on in the background, just outside the window. Definitely encourage you to come and check it out. Yes, so anyway, as I was saying, I've recently moved from Newcastle to East Baldwin in South Tyneside, so I'm now a South Tyneside resident, and one of the things that I want to do now that I'm here is I'd like to play a bit more of an active role in the business startup and SME community in South Tyneside. Since starting my own business 5.5 years ago, I've always tried to do things to support and encourage businesses across the whole of the Northeast. So all my events and all my activities have been for anyone across the Northeast. But because Newcastle Startup Week, the name Newcastle Startup Week, it has put, I think, some people off. If they're not from Newcastle, they think they can't come to the event, or just that it's not for them, which isn't the case, because the events have always had speakers from right across the Northeast. It's had really a pretty good spread of delegates from across the Northeast, although it has been mostly Newcastle and Gateshead. Other parts of the Northeast haven't attended the events in the numbers that I would have liked. So anyway, but me as an individual, I would like to work with businesses and business owners from across the Northeast. And definitely since doing more one-to-one Zoom chats and coaching and mentoring during COVID, I am working with a lot more business owners from right across the Northeast. And there's really no reason why I can't do more of that. And I'd like to get involved wherever I can. So I've already been having some really good conversations with the business and enterprise team at South Tyneside Council. Got more meetings to come at very early stages, but we have been talking about potentially doing some events or just having to be a bit more involved in an advisory capacity or mentoring or coaching. So good news, and there's lots of great businesses here in South Tyneside that some of them I was already aware of and had been working with. Some I'm just discovering, and I'm just getting a feel for where the activity's happening and where it's not happening, how I could potentially help activate a bit more going on in the area, which is one of the reasons why I've decided to do the Founders Friday from here. That's enough about that. Okay, yeah, so what's new? We've had lots of new members for the Startup Week community, which is great to see. Thank you and welcome to you all for joining. If you're not already a member, if you just go to newcastlestartupweek.com, and then if you go to the members page, you can become a member, a lifetime member, for just a one-off fee of £75. And basically what that does, it gives you access to the private Startup Week community Facebook group, where there's content being shared every week. You can ask questions, you can share and post information about your own business and your own news and updates. You can network with other members. You can speak, you can give a talk or a presentation at future Founders Friday events. You can, we have drop-in sessions sometimes, and the idea being that once you've become a member, all my future events, so any Startup Week events, any Founders Friday events, whether it's online or offline, they will be free to attend, but only for people who've become a member of the Startup Week community or has become a partner or advertised with me. So yes, if you're not already a member and you'd like to get more involved in all the things that I've got planned over the coming months, then just pay your one-off fee, £75, and then you get access and everything else that you benefit from, which is all listed on the website. Also got some exciting new partnerships with the British Business Bank. British Business Bank is a UK-owned or UK government-backed bank, advisory bank, and basically what their job is to help ensure that businesses of all stages have access to the funding and finance that they need to start or grow their business. There are certain geographical areas that are maybe slightly disadvantaged compared to others. The awareness or the knowledge of certain types of funding is not as great as it could be, and sometimes the just certain types of funding just isn't available, isn't fit for purpose. So the British Business Bank, their role is to try and make it easier for businesses of all stages to access the funding and the finance that they need, and where it's not, they'll try and step in and they'll try and create some new programs, some new initiatives, and also they feed information back from the business community into central government, into the Treasury. So they do that through face-to-face meetings, roundtables, research, speaking to people like me and other connected people in the business startup and growth area. So one of the things that in the latest research shows that access to debt finance is pretty good in the Northeast, but the knowledge and awareness and access to other types of funding like equity, angel investment, venture capital, crowdfunding is still not as high as it could be compared to other regions. So, or the awareness of what's available isn't as high as it could be. So, as a result of that, the British Business Bank have decided that they want to work with me and other partners, but they want to work with me to try and help raise the awareness of what's available. So we've started that ball rolling. There's a blog on the website, Newcastle Startup Week website. If you go to newcastlestartupweek.com/blog, you can read all about it. And I did a really good LinkedIn Live Q&A interview with Sean Foy. He was a senior manager for the UK network at British Business Bank, where he explained all about the British Business Bank and what they're doing. So you can watch that. That's on the blog. It's on the Newcastle Startup Week YouTube channel. I'm also going to share it a little bit later inside the Facebook group as part of Founders Friday as well, in case you missed it the first time around. Also got really, really exciting partnership with Funding Options. So Funding Options is a British Business Bank approved resource. It's a platform basically that established businesses can go on and they can search to see what type of funding that's available for them. There is a preferred size and type of business that they look for, just because it gives them more range for what they can provide. But there are some minimum criteria as well. So I'm just gonna bring it up. If you go to, let's have a look. Just gonna bring it up on my screen so you can see. Just to make it nice and easy, I'm gonna bring it up here. Okay, I'm gonna screen share. Share screen. Chrome tab. Here you go. Okay, you should be able to see that now. Okay. So yeah, like I said, if you go to the blog, you can see some details about the British Business Bank partnership, and then below that, it says here to be partnering with Funding Options to help UK SMEs find the financing they need to survive and grow. Just go into that. Okay. So yeah, I want to try and help them raise their profile in the Northeast so that more businesses can get the funding they need to survive and grow. So they have a panel of 120 plus lender partners that they have access to. They've already helped more than 10,000 businesses get the finance they need, and range of products. So it includes business loans from £1,000 to £15 million, business credit cards, overdraft facilities, invoice finance, asset finance, property finance, merchant cash advances, and business energy tariffs. The platform is free to use, takes minutes to use, and doesn't affect your credit score. So you just go on, you tell them how much you need, and you can get an instant comparison and apply and get your funding, and it doesn't affect your credit score at all. They do have an ideal business profile, like I say, which is all listed on the website. Ideally, minimum 3 years trading, but the minimum business profile is a minimum of 12 months trading. Minimum annual revenue of 60,000, no active CCJs over £250, no liquidations in the last 3 years. All legal entities can apply. Home ownership is preferred but not required in all sectors. So if you want to apply for funding, just going to bring this up, there is a special landing page that they've created for us. So just going to bring it up here. So if you just go on, let's see if I can share that screen as well. I'm going to stop that. And I'm going to share another screen again. Whoop. Share screen again. I'm going to bring it up here. So you should be able to see this. Okay, so this is the landing page that they've created. So it's really simple. You just put in how much finance you need. When you're looking to get the funds, is it as soon as possible, within the next few weeks, or you're just checking your options? what's the finance for? So acquisition, asset finance, bill or tax payment, bridging, managing buy-in, property finance, refinancing a loan, working capital, other. Put in your details, email address, create a password. That's it. You create an account and it'll start doing the searches for you. So like I said, it doesn't affect your credit score, and you can get a dedicated business finance specialist, access to 120 plus lenders, and it is British Business Bank approved. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing that screen. The other thing is, if you do want to, so you can just fill that in and you can see what's available. You can see if you think that you fit the criteria. If you, I'm going to bring it back up again actually. If you want a bit more help, okay, I can introduce you to a member of the funding options team if you want a bit more bespoke help and advice, and they can guide you through the process and provide more bespoke advice for your business. So to do that, just fill out the short form, which is just asks for your email address, your first name and your last name, hit submit, and then I'll do an email intro to the team. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to go back to the blog. Just also on the right hand, a bit further down. I've mentioned this quite a few times before, I think, but Blue Sky Chartered Accountants, who are my accountants for my business, they've created their own startup club for new businesses. So basically what this is, like Blue Sky, they have been one of the biggest champions and supporters of startups in the northeast of England for the past 10 years. They've sponsored my Newcastle Startup Week event since 2017. So really, it's no surprise that they've created their own startup club, which gives new businesses in the first 12 months of being incorporated as a limited company all the essential accounting and payroll services they need for just £150 plus VAT per month, which is a bargain. If anyone's worked with an accountant before, it would be more than that to get everything that they provide. So you can find out more about what's available on that page. And you can also, if you're interested, just contact the team and tell them that you found out about it through the Newcastle Startup Week, through me, through the Newcastle Startup Week website. But basically, it's got a range of services, everything you could possibly need in your first 12 months of trading as a limited company, £450 plus VAT a month, and that includes your accountancy software as well. And Blue Sky, they are a brilliant team to work with. They're not just doing things, not just doing the minimum, they're on it all the time. So the way I work with them is I'm the one who's doing the business. I'm bringing the work in, I'm making the sales, I'm raising the invoices, I'm chasing the invoices, I'm doing the marketing promotion, I'm getting all the money in. But Blue Sky are working behind the scenes. They're making sure that everything is allocated correctly. They're tidying up my accounts and making sure everything's done properly, everything's above board, and they keep on track of everything for me. So I know peace of mind that everything's being done properly. If you can't find this blog, just on the right hand side of every page, there's these logos. You can click through to them and it gives you more information about each of the things that each of our partners. So Blue Sky, British Business Bank, Fat Green Consulting, if you're looking for some insurance products that are going to protect you or your business colleagues in case anything goes wrong financially, then I would encourage you to check out what they do, and you can book a free no obligation call with the team as well. Funding Options, Northlink Digital, a great web development company in Teesside. Opportunity as well, if you're interested in public sector contracts. So if you're there's loads of money available for services, products and services from the public sector that a lot of private sector businesses don't know about, they're not aware of, but they're potentially missing out on a lucrative and steady, reliable source of income. So the Opportunity platform, what that allows you to do is go on and search for certain criteria based on the type of business that you have, and that will provide you with regular alerts whenever there's a new opportunity comes your way. So basically, it searches through. Let's have a look. Apparently, there's 3,500 tender portals covering all government spending, so local authorities, NHS, housing associations, emergency services, defence, universities, and more. And it would take over 58 hours to search every UK tender portal, making it humanly impossible. It'd also be very, very boring to do that. So the opportunity platform that does all that for you, you just register once with them, fill in some criteria, and that will just be constantly running in the background, searching for opportunities that I keep getting it wrong, opportunities that match your business, that you can apply for, that you can tender for. So they do have a free trial. But then after that, it's £150 plus VAT, or you can pay a lump sum for the year, which I believe is £1,500 plus VAT. So I would encourage everyone to sign up for a free trial first, just to see how good it is, and then if you believe that this is something for you, then you definitely get your money back if just from one of those. If you got one of the public sector contracts, it would make it worth your while to sign up for it. But I would sign up for a free trial first, just to see how good it is. Okay. Yeah, other partnerships that we've got that we're just about to announce, or that I'm just about to announce. I'm going to bring this back up. Funding options, I've already mentioned them. Oracle for startups. So a lot of people will be familiar with Amazon Web Services, so AWS, cloud hosting, Microsoft Azure. What else have we got? Google Cloud. There's a range of different. All the major tech companies have their own cloud hosting services. Now, Oracle have their own version of that as well, and they have their own startup program. Now, Oracle traditionally in the past is known as being more for enterprise level businesses. So at the higher end, the larger size business, that's who they tend to work with as Oracle. But they've launched their own program called Oracle for Startups, which, as the name suggests, is specifically aimed at startups and small businesses, micro businesses, particularly tech and digital companies that want to get online, and they want basically they want access to the Oracle very high quality cloud hosting services and technology. But not only that, the other benefit of being part of the Oracle for Startups program is being able to tap into their global marketplace and their expertise as well. So Oracle, because they tend to work with the larger companies, if you're a small company that wants to tap into the supply chain, you want to be introduced to some of these major corporations, the Oracle for Startups program is potentially a really great route for doing that. And there's also other benefits as well, that if you're on the Oracle for Startups program, you can benefit from some marketing and PR opportunities as well from working with them. So very exciting. Oracle for Startups, they're committed to kind of leveling up across the UK, helping businesses all over the UK to level up with a new program that's going to be announced soon. And the start of that is they've said that they want to work with me and through my network, through the Startup Week community, to see how they can use their expertise and their technology to grow the economy in the Northeast and encourage more startup and scale-up activity. So that's really exciting. I've got a great little overview video from Matt Price, who is the, let's get this right, his title is the Business Development Leader for the EMEA region of Oracle, for Oracle. And then also, lastly, we've got another presentation from Bryn Jones, the founder of House of Ruhr, which is handcrafted gins, inspired by the Ruhr Valley. So it's kind of that German English blend of gin. Great gin products, and Bryn is a fantastic guy as well. Yeah, the other thing I just want to say is the leverage your business coaching, the training, sorry, the 3-week training. I was planning on doing that next week, but we haven't quite got enough people that want to do that. I think the summer holidays are making it difficult for everyone. So if you're interested in doing the leverage your business training with me, I'm going to bring this up again. Just going to share my screen again. Dun-dun-dun. Okay, on the right hand side, you'll see this green logo here, this green image, leverage your business. Okay, you can find out more about the program, what it is, what it entails. So basically, it gives you a clear understanding of how to market and promote your business effectively, to understand how to create opportunities and generate leads from online engagement, helps you be more focused on how to use inbound marketing and social media to make sales, helps you know how to grow and leverage your skills and network on an ongoing basis. So I've been running these over 3 sessions. It's fully funded. It's completely free to do, but it is 3 mornings, so you need to be able to commit. Although toying with the idea of maybe doing some evenings as well. So session 1 is all about positioning yourself and your business. Session 2 is all about growing your audience and building your brand. And session 3 is all about converting interest into sales. So if you're interested in that, what I'd like you to do is just register your details here. So just put in your email, your first name, your last name, your phone number, which part of the Northeast LEP area you're in, the size of your business, and tick the box to say that you currently sell B2B or have the potential to offer, have a B2B offering. Submit that will register your interest, and once we've got a certain number of people, then I'll run the program again. So I'm not going to commit to any specific dates at the moment, but I'm looking at ideally doing it again in October. We've already done one of these programs which went really well, got great feedback, but I'd like to run it again. Ideally, I think for up to 10 people would be a good number. So if you're interested, just register your details, and I'll get back to you with some dates and times for doing that. Okay. The other thing. Oh yeah. Okay. So Sage at the moment, right? So there's a little kind of ad on the right-hand side, which I've got here. So Sage, you can always get a free 30-day trial for their products, but they have special offers all the time. And I noticed that at the moment, Sage Accounting, let's just check, you can still see this. Okay. They've got a special offer on at the moment for the next 6 days where you can get Sage Accounting or Sage payroll software completely free for the first 5 months. Now, Sage accountancy software and payroll software, I used to work for Sage. You probably heard me say that lots of times before. Their accounts and payroll software is fantastic. I think everybody should be using professional accountancy software. Yes, you can try and do it on your own. You can try and do it through spreadsheets. You can try and just rely on Word invoices or like basic invoices that you send out. But if you want to keep on track of your money properly and you want to run your business effectively, you do need proper software. And Sage accountancy software and payroll software, once you've got employees, is excellent. So if you don't already have accountancy software, I would encourage you to sign up for this. You can sign up for a free trial, or you can commit to buying it, but you won't pay anything until after 5 months. So it'll be the first 5 months will be free, and you pay a monthly fee from the 6th month onwards. And I'm not sure exactly what the pricing is. Let's have a look. At the moment, it's free, but then after that, I think it's normally £12 a month. So your first 5 months are completely free, and then from the 6th month onwards, it'll be £12 a month. Okay, I'm going to come out of that. And yeah, the other last thing I just want to say about my 5-star focus program. Again, if anyone's interested in having one-to-one coaching from me, I've just been working with a brilliant guy in South Tyneside just this last week and a bit. fantastic guy, great business, very exciting what he's doing. Just need a little bit of one-to-one advice and support to kind of keep him focused and give him some tips and advice, and sort of guide him on how he can make some little changes to what he's already doing, just to make it more effective and more efficient. And some of it giving him a bit of confidence and reassurance that he's on the right track and doing the right thing. So if that's something that you think you need some help with, if you go on to newcastlestarterweek.com/5, the number 5, start focus, or just click on the menu at the top, you can read all about it, read all about me, my background, and you can just register your interest. So you can book up straight away. It's if you're already a member of this, if you're not a member of the Startup Week community, it's £500 per person. But if you are a member of the Startup Week community, it's just £425 to have one-to-one coaching and advice from me for 5 days. And if you're not quite sure it's right for you, just fill in the form, just register your interest again, and then I'll call you back and we can talk it through and decide if it is right for you or not. Okay, that is all I'm going to say for now. I think I talked quite a long time there. So I'm going to end this now, and then I'm going to start sharing the first presentation talk for Founders Friday today, which is from Bryn Jones, the founder of House of Rare Handcrafted Gins. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.